currants are easy to grow, totally delicious, and fun fact, illegal in some US states, which makes them kind of rebellious for a fruit.
In this video, we'll show you the best currant varieties to grow, how to plant, water, fertilize, prune, harvest them like a pro, plus how to sidestep common pests and illegal drama.
Hi guys, I'm April from Resprout. Like and subscribe for more garden tips and tutorials for my suburban front yard garden where I help you garden like a boss.
Currants were actually banned across the United States in the early 1900s.
The reason was that they could host white pine blister rust, a fungal disease that threatened the country's pine trees and timber industry.
The nationwide ban was lifted in 1966, but some states still restrict or ban currants outright.
There are total bans in Delaware and New Jersey. Massachusetts, Maine, Michigan, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Vermont have partial bans or species-specific rules.
To avoid any legal gardening drama before planting, check with your state's agriculture department or a quality nursery.
There are dozens of currant varieties to choose from, sorted into 5 types by color: red, white, and pink, which are the same species, and black and golden, which are separate species. Red currants are tart, easy to find, and a bit more disease resistant, making them a go-to for many home gardeners. White currants are actually albino red currants. They're milder and sweeter, great for fresh snacking if you're not into tang. Pink currants bring a blush of color and extra sweetness. Black currants have a deep, bold flavor and rich, dark skins. Think intense berry vibes in a small package. Golden currants offer ornamental, edible yellow flowers that smell like vanilla and produce orange fruit that turn black.
We've got a full variety list on our website, broken down by color, size, and links to purchase if you want to dig deeper. And if you're wondering about pollination, no worries.
All currants are self-pollinating, so just one plant can give you fruit. That said, planting multiple varieties, even different types, can boost your harvest.
No matter the variety you choose, I have a go-to nursery to recommend, Stark Brothers, who is the sponsor of this video. I've been buying from them for almost 15 years, long before I had this channel. Well, I didn't get my currant bush from Stark Brothers. This one came with the house. I have been so happy with all the other plants I've got from them. That includes my apples, my cherry, my peach, my blackberries, my raspberries, my blueberries, my sweet potatoes, hundreds of strawberries, basically everything at this point. What I love most is how up-to-date and user-friendly their website is. It's full of plant info and super helpful filters like zone and even taste filters. Best of all for currant lovers, they say currant I said currant on all the legal guidelines so you don't accidentally buy something you can't grow. If you are looking for healthy plants and a trustworthy source for berries, fruit trees, and edible landscaping, Stark Brothers is definitely my go-to. I am so excited to be partnering with them. More videos from them soon. Ready to plant? You got some options, some easy and some not so much. Seeds, I'd skip them.
Growing from seeds takes months of fussy chilling, called stratification, has low germination rates, and might not even give you the plant you were hoping for. Cuttings? Yep. Currants root easily from stem cuttings if you've got a friend with a plant to share. Potted plants? Great choice for beginners.
You'll get faster growth and maybe berry sooner. Just make sure the pot is roomy and you harden it off before you move it outside.
Bare root plants? These are dormant plants shipped without soil. Soak the roots for a few hours before planting and keep them cool and moist until you're ready. Stark Brothers offers both potted and bare root currants depending on the season. Bare root in winter and early spring, potted in summer and fall.
Currants are pretty flexible and can grow in US zones 3 through 8.
As far as a location in your garden, they're happiest with good airflow, morning sun, and a bit of afternoon shade. They like rich, well-draining, loamy soil with lots of organic matter, and they do best with a soil pH of around 6.5. Most currant bushes grow about 3 to 5 feet tall and wide, so give them some elbow room. Especially black currants, which tend to spread out more like they own the place.
Spring is the best time to plant currants, whether you're working with bare root, potted, or a cutting.
Wait until the ground is workable and those freezing days below 20 degrees Fahrenheit are behind you. Choose a dry day and plant early to avoid stressing out your baby bush. Keep bare roots cool and damp until planting, then soak them for a few hours first. Potted plants and cuttings just need to stay moist. Dig a hole a bit wider than the roots and deep enough to bury the root collar about an inch lower than it sat in the pot. You can even bury low branches to encourage more roots. Give it a good drink right after. Mulch helps a ton. 2 to 4 inches of wood chips, pine needles, or compost will keep the soil cool, cut down on weeds, and hold in moisture. Currants have shallow roots, so they love a steady sip, not a big gulp. A soaker hose or drip system is perfect for keeping them happy. Aim for 1 to 2 inches of water a week until it's time to harvest.
Currants are what gardeners call heavy feeders, meaning they like a lot of nutrients, especially nitrogen, which helps them stay productive and strong.
A good rule of thumb is 1/4 to 1/2 pound of 10-10-10 or 12-12-12 fertilizer per plant each year. Well-rotted manure? Currants are also a fan. Young plants don't need much right away, but it helps to prep your soil before planting. If a soil test shows you're low on nutrients, mix in fertilizer well before your currants go in the ground. And if your soil pH is too high, add a soil acidifier to get it currant ready.
Even the best behaved currants can run into trouble, but don't worry because most of the issues are pretty easy to spot and fix.
Currant aphids are tiny green bugs that suck sap and leave sticky honeydew behind. Treat them with neem oil, horticultural oil, or insecticidal soap, all organic options. Currant fruit flies lay eggs in your berries with the larvae sometimes referred to as gooseberry maggots. Very appealing. You can stop them by lightly tilling the soil in spring and using a floating row cover to prevent infestation. Imported currant worms are green caterpillars with black heads and spots that can strip your plant fast. Handpick them or use insecticidal soap. The currant borer is a sneaky cane-boring larva that comes from moths. Look for wilting branches and yellow leaves, then prune out the damaged canes ASAP. Powdery mildew is a fungus that looks like white powder on the leaves and sometimes the fruit. It can turn brown and slow down your plant's growth. To prevent it, give your bushes plenty of space, airflow, and keep the leaves and fruit dry.
Prune currants while they're dormant. Late winter or early spring is the best. And yes, this is more like mid-spring. Hand pruners usually do the job, but loppers can also work too if that's more your style.
After the first year, keep just 6 to 8 strong shoots. In year 2, leave the best 4 or 5 one-year-old shoots. In year 3, choose 3 or 4 of the strongest older canes and trim the rest. By year 4, start removing the oldest canes and let 3 or 4 new ones grow. After that, keep about 8 healthy canes on the plant. Every few years, swap out the oldest since 2 and 3-year-old canes give the most fruit. As with any plant, remember to cut out any dead, broken, or diseased branches to keep your plant healthy.
This one right here is definitely dead. I also pruned the top of this because I want to give the cherry tree here a little bit more light. And I'm sorry, this just doesn't look good on the top of a currant shrub. So I wanted to shape it a little better. As far as shaping, currants can be pruned into a shrub like mine, a standard, or a flat espalier shape. You might get a few berries the first year if things go really well.
But don't worry, your harvest will grow each year with full crop showing up around year 4 or 5. If you're making jam, pick the berries while they're still firm. That's when pectin levels are highest.
If you're eating them fresh, wait until they're fully ripe.
The ripe color will depend on the type, but ripe berries come off the plant easily. Harvest usually happens in early to midsummer, but it can shift depending on your zone and weather.
You can pick currants by hand or use a berry rake.
The rake is definitely faster, but the jury's out on whether it's gentler on the fruit. If you go the hand picking route, try snipping off the whole clusters instead of pulling off one berry at a time. It's quicker and helps prevent squishing.
Got a favorite method? Let us know in the comments how you harvest. And that is everything you need to know about currants from planting to picking. If you're planting currants this season or you've been harvesting for years, let us know your tips in the comments.
I hope this video helped you out. Remember to sign up for my email newsletter for more garden resources. And keep gardening like a boss, and I'll see you guys soon.